Howdy, howdy, this is Crafty Grinding, and welcome to Sunday Round 1 Arena Results Live for the Deadpool, Loki, and Domino Arena. So this is a pretty exciting time in terms of arena results as we really get a good sense of what it's going to take to get a Deadpool OG, at least this first time around. And then also what it's like to get a champ like Domino and Loki. Well, Loki not so much, but Domino being a great champ. So I'll be using this time checking across the community hotspots, so like Reddit, the Facebook, MCOC Truckos page, and looking in the comment section there. That's typically my go-to source, really. Not so much Reddit, but that's where I go to regularly to kind of see what the results are. And I already, please below, please. Unknown greatness, not so much. Deadpool is ridiculous numbers, to say the least. Oh, really? 99K for the 3-star Domino? Yeah, it's usually somewhere in around the mid-millions to 1.1. Unfortunately, harsh. It doesn't. It sounds like that number is going to be between that number there, somewhere between a million to 1.1. 992,000 probably wasn't going to cut it. But the real shocker here was Deadpool. So far, it looks like that number is going to be right around 20 million. I saw 19.9 million rank 178, and only 200 are given out. So it's going to be right around between 19 and 20 million for Deadpool. So, yes, a 4-star champ, Deadpool OG, goes for almost 20 million in the game today. That's quite crazy. He's a good champ and all, but that's more of a trophy grab than value in terms of getting the champ, because some would argue, including myself, that Domino at a 4-star would be much better value than OG Deadpool. And as you can see, it looks like her number is going to be right around 13 to 14 million, because right now the lowest that I've seen was 14.2 million, and that was ranked 700. That was ranked 744 to get Domino, and they give away 800. So that number is going to probably be around 13 to 14 million somewhere. Hey, Top Milo, welcome. And welcome everybody to the stream. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, Tyler. Really high number. Hey there, Contest of Noobs, welcome. Yeah, I know, Unknown Greatness, quite crazy. 3.5. Unknown Temptation, was that 11% for the Deadpool? Because that's one of the good news I think we're going to see out of all of this. While to actually get into the top 200 for Deadpool OG is quite ridiculous, to get some of those decent rank rewards, you won't have to score so high. I saw like the 1 to 10%. Someone was reporting that like at 6 or 7 million. That's pretty low for everything you get out of those rank rewards, so that's going to be pretty nice. 800 units and a trying for 2,000. Unknown Temptation. Yeah, that's another way to get Deadpool, is just try to get the gold pool and get lucky with some gold crystals, that for sure. Hey there, Sid. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Leno 7, there's absolutely crazy no point at all. I agree. I mean, Deadpool is a decent champ, a good champ, but he's not a 4-star version of him is not worth 19.9 million. I mean, 20 million, that just seems ridiculous crazy. Yeah, Loki, that was 1.7. I think that number is probably going to be even a little bit lower, but anyway, what you're seeing down at the bottom is the latest and greatest that I've seen across Reddit and the Facebook Truckos MCOC page. But I check the Truckos page more often, so I haven't looked at Reddit in about 30 minutes or so. So there could be an update with a lower score for one of these. But I think pretty much for the 4-star Domino and the Deadpool, and for Deadpool, I think we've got pretty close to what those cutoffs are going to be given the ranks. Since we're at 744 with Domino 4-star, and that rank comes in at 800, and then the final for Deadpool is 200. I think we're real close to those numbers now. But Loki, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that number shrink a little bit lower, especially with how high Deadpool went. That number seems like it's going to get even a little bit lower for Loki. But yeah, the 5-star will be interesting to see. She's probably going to be somewhere in the 50 millions range somewhere, but how low that 60 million gets, well, that'll be the interesting point. So what I'm going to do now for the next hour or so is probably just check every 10 minutes or so on the Truckers Facebook page, and I'll be able to show that with you, so you can join with me as I go check that out and see if there's any lower scores to get us even closer to those cutoffs. Okay, so 45 million. Thank you, Apple Boy. Just out of curiosity, where did you get that score at? Was it on? Did you see it on Truckos, or was that probably on Reddit? Who knows, Nigel? I mean, that what is going to happen in the next round? Some people are going to see that 19.9 million and assume, hey, that number's just too crazy. I'm not going to spend it. So you could have kind of the reverse, like with the with Iceman's Basic, it went to 6 million. Everybody said that's way too high. I'm not going to spend the time in the second round, and it dropped all the way down to 3 million. So for OG Deadpool, you might see the same thing. People are like, ah, whatever, 19 million. They go in and get him for like 12 million or something like that. That's a possibility. But I mean, you might also be right too, where nope, it actually pushes everybody to grind even harder beyond that. But anyway, let me update the the 5 star here to 45 million. So that's surprising. It dipped even lower than 50 million. And what was that? 136. And there's 50 given away. So we're pretty close at that 45 million. So it's probably going to be a little lower, but I doubt it makes it below 40 million for Domino, which is at great value given, well, 45 million is still a ridiculous number to grind, but based off of what we're hearing with Domino. And if you follow my channel, I was very fortunate to grab a Domino when I popped 5 additional feature GMCs. So I haven't had a chance to rank her up yet. So I can't say per my own personal experience how good she is. But for what I've seen for a few folks who've already ranked her up, she does look pretty good. So definitely a good champ to have for sure. All right, let me get going here. The lowest right now it looks like is 19.9 million. You see at the lower part of the screen, I've kind of put captured the latest and greatest um, points that I've seen. The lowest number, I should say, the lowest. So basically, the cutoff as I see them as of today. But like throughout the stream, I'll be checking out what the actual numbers are, what people are reporting. So in the meantime, I'm not going to just sit here and do that for the whole hour. From time to time, I'll just jump in and do some gameplay. And you know what? Since Domino was the one of the champs of the hour, if you will. Let's go ahead and bring her in now. She's not going to be souped up yet, just because, like I said, I was only able to take her to rank 1, level 25. I'll be taking her to rank 2 once I get a few more tier 1 alphas, because I'm kind of low on those right now because I've been ranking champs up as I go. Let me find her. Where is Domino? There she is. Who should I take out? Let's take out X23. All right. You know what? Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and complete this one real quick with X23, and then I'll come back to Domino in the lower level, not expert, but the hard or whatever they call that next level. We'll finish this one out quickly. Instead, how about some rank 4 Corvus Glaive gameplay here? So just real quick, if you're not familiar with Corvus, there's 4 missions that really, every time you complete a mission, it really boosts up his skills. And one of those is Hunt the Uncanny. Anytime you take out a mutant, it really, then that's one of your missions. Taking out a tech, taking out an Avenger, and then also knocking down evade champs in a fight will also complete one of your missions. So we're going to complete a mission right here with X23, and then you're going to really watch his damage ramp up. I'm probably going to put a video out kind of showing a little bit of his 5-star rank 4 gameplay, as I recently took him up to rank 4. Right now he doesn't look too special, I know, but he's going to start just going through these champs once he gets his missions complete. So that's one mission down. And you'll see it carries from fight to fight. So he's really good for these like event missions. I mean, I'm strongly considering going for a Legends runs again with my rank 4 Corvus, because now that he'll be able to really clean through. So you can see he's got the persistent charge of 1. He'll be able to clean through Storm a lot faster here. I'll probably just get to the point to where I can do a special one and she'll be down already. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance. Each hit was 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and down she went. Now, because I already completed the X-Men mission, I don't get like an extra one. I actually have to complete another mission. Now, there's a tech champ down here. When I go over Sentinel, I'll be able to up that up a little bit, but we'll go ahead and use him against Sabretooth as well. Hey, James T, welcome to the stream. Just we're all kind of mourning together how much it takes to get a four-star Deadpool these days, which is just a ridiculous number, 19 million, almost 20 million. So pretty crazy. Yes, Sandu. I think Corvus Glaive is great in my opinion. That's why I took him up to rank 4. I'm not having buyer's remorse on doing that, but now that I picked up Domino, I might wish I've saved some of those tier 2 alpha crystals for Domino versus using on Corvus. So, but anyway, right now I'm still pretty happy with that decision. So, especially for event missions, he's a very bursty champ, and that's the type of champs I like. But for longer fights, he has minimal value because you basically have to wait for your glaive to recharge during the middle of the fight, which isn't great. But you can see here now, I guess just to the special one, that was 4,000 damage. He wipes through these champs pretty easy. And after I finish these Merc missions, I'll head over to do some uncollected gameplay and further show you the skills of a rank 4 Corvus. Oh, you pulled a out of two FG, oh, out of two GMCs, you pulled her. That's awesome, James. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Domino into details a bit, just because again, I've only been able to take her up, finish her out, rank 1, level 25. I haven't taken her up to rank 2 yet, but I've heard some good things for sure. All right, so this is going to be my second mission with Corvus, and I'll be able to cut through these. I mean, that was pretty easy for Sentinel, but now you'll see with my persistent charges between the matches, I have two. That represents the two missions that I've completed, and they'll do even more damage now. So you can see with Corvus, 2. Here we go. Each hit 2,000, 2,000, almost 4,000 per. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty easy fight now. Hey, Kashan, you can see underneath these are the numbers that I've basically seen lowest so far. Not saying that these are the absolute cutoffs, but they're pretty close. With the 4-star Domino, you can see we're at 14.2 million, and that was rank 744. So that's pretty close as there's 800 given out. With the 5-star Domino, 45 million with 136, and that rank 136. So that's going to be pretty close too, since only 150 are given out. Loki at this point it's 1.7, but I expect we'll see that number a little bit lower. And then with Deadpool, unfortunately, some crazy numbers, 19.9 million ranked at 178. So it's going to be a little bit lower than that. So it's almost 20 million to get a 4-star Deadpool, unfortunately. Yeah, James. See, that's what I heard. Her special 3, and I've played a little bit against Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends, and it's yeah, she her at rank 1 even her special 3 does some crazy damage and then bleed damage after the fact. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't seen anybody yet, pal, on the 3-star Domino cutoff information. But once I see anything, I'll let you know for sure. We'll check and I'll check here in a couple minutes again. We'll head over to the Truckos Facebook page. Look in the comment section where everybody reports, where a lot of people report their arena results, and we'll see what we can see there. Hey, Cristano. So there we go. 13.6. We'll take you on your word on that one. Usually I like to see the pictures, but that sounds very realistic in terms of where we could see the cutoff for Domino go. So we'll go ahead. Cristano's now got the lowest cutoff. Give me a second as I update the numbers here. At least reported cutoff that we've seen so far. Give me a second as we update this to 13.6. And that was rank 795. Yeah, so that's pretty much, I mean, that's dead on the cutoff since there's only 800 given away. So thank you very much for reporting your score. Congrats on getting a 4-star Domino. As you heard James T and I talk about, she's a pretty decent, or not just pretty decent, really good champ. So Damage champ for sure, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy having her on your roster now. Ah, her duped ability. So you're telling me I need to dupe her, James T, huh? And what's crazy is I have that 5-star Mutant Awakening gem. Should I use it on her or hold out still for like an Archangel Iceman? That's the big question. So far, Lynn, the lowest number I've seen is 1.7 million. But again, I'll head over to Truckos's Facebook page here in a few minutes. We'll take a look. After I complete this Merc mission, we'll head over next for the latest update. 5-star cut up. That's a great question, PWF57 or 57, just because did the people who want Deadpool put all their effort into Deadpool this first time around and want to go grab Domino in the second round? In my opinion, that's kind of what we're seeing here. Coming up to these arenas and when they were first started, people were of one of two sides saying a lot of people are going to go after Domino because she's good and Deadpool will be lower, but next round he'll be higher. And there was another group of thinking saying just the opposite of that. People are going to go over grab Deadpool while they can, and then come over and get Domino in the second round, kind of thing. The only thing with that one, I was actually thinking Domino first, and then go Deadpool second, just because Deadpool arenas are going to be going on throughout the month. So why? There's no rush to go after Deadpool this first time around, but it looks like with these scores, a lot of people said whatever, I want him right away. Didn't want to wait for him in a later round. And I can't imagine that these rounds for Deadpool are going to be even higher. If anything, they're going to be even lower, I would imagine, because just 20 million for a 4-star, even as rare as a Deadpool OG, first time that he's been available in Arena for a long time. But just the state of the game, a 4-star, it's literally a trophy champ. I mean, it's not like you're going to have him be one of your main characters moving forward. At least I don't think I would. I mean, given the other characters I have, kind of thing, or champs, I should say. All right, so here we go again. Corvus. 2 missions completed now. I think that's all I'm going to be able to get. I didn't see. I think this is my last champ until the boss. But even with 2 missions as a rank 4 or 5-star, you can see he does a ton of damage. Bursty damage, but again, once he gets past 20 or 25 hits or whatever it is, I think it's only 20 now. Once you kill an Avenger, you get some extra charges to your glaive. But once those first 20 go away, then there's like a minute break before his glaive, why it recharges basically, and your damage goes to nothing. So it's like you better do enough damage at the beginning or you're in trouble. Sandu, gold pool is going to be added as the gold arena at the end of the month. So you're going to have OG Deadpool arenas going on at the same time with the normal arenas that we've been seeing through most of June. Then like the last weekend of June, those OG Deadpool arenas go away, and there's one Deadpool, gold Deadpool, or I should say gold pool arena that you'll have a chance to get them that way. And while I didn't get gold pool, I was fortunate enough to get a golden ticket. Got the old magic Willy Wonka's golden ticket. But anyway, using the gold with these gold tickets, you'll be able to go actually enter into the gold arena and participate to try to get a gold pool. But again, it's going to be some crazy numbers to get him, I'm sure. So I'll probably just get in that arena just to get some milestone rewards and rank rewards, because I imagine they'll be pretty nice, especially given what just the standard OG Deadpool arena milestone and rank rewards look like. I imagine the gold pool arena will have some really sweet rank rewards, and that's probably the good news out of this first run with the Deadpool arena. While the Deadpool, actually to get Deadpool, those numbers are ridiculous, 19, 20 million. The rank rewards have been pretty low. I think it was somewhere in the 6 to 7 million range that I saw, even for the 1 to top 10% or rank reward, and there was some pretty decent rank rewards in there, to say the least. All right, so let's jump in here, take out Archangel. Yeah, let's go with Corvus one more time. What's this node have? Anything I have to worry about? No, not really. Now, one of the cool things about Corvus too is he is immune to a lot of Iceman's uh, abilities, but I do believe he can be bled and poisoned. So not so good about Archangel. So I just can't get hit here, and I should be fine. But as you can see, he's doing a ton of damage, so this should still be a quick fight. And down goes Archangel. All right, 55 star shards. Can't complain about that. All righty. Yeah, Lynn, the lowest I've seen so far is 1.7 for Loki. Rank 5 to help me. Iceman, Archangel, or Blade, all unduped. Miguel, so let me see. Archangel really kicks in. I mean, with Blade, the big benefit you get is this regen. So if it's like health issue that you're just getting killed off too quick and can't, raise up Blade, then you're gonna that's gonna be a tough one on that one. I personally, out of all of those, just me, I like Blade. I would go with Blade even though he's unduped because you're still getting a lot of the damage. You're still getting if you have a decent Ghost Rider you can bring with you to get the synergy to have any villain. There's plenty of villains in Act 5 to fight. And it helps a ton on Chapter 4 with all the bosses. Like there's a Mephisto in there. With if you have Ghost Rider coming along, you get that synergy to have the danger senses kick in on all of those. I think even on Mephisto it kicks in anyway. But even like with Ultron it kicks in. There's a lot of different bosses that having a strong blade with Ghost Rider synergy and the danger sense is kicking off a bunch, it helps. I would go with Blade personally, but that's just my perspective. Yep, round 2 starts tomorrow, everybody, including the second go around with Deadpool OG. Now, speaking of Deadpool OG in these arenas, let's jump over. I'm going to quickly take a look at Facebook. I'll go ahead and share that. Give me a second here. Let me find the window. Turn that on here. We can take a look. All right, I will share the window now, and everybody should see it. All right, so let's see what some of these folks have been reporting. We don't actually see. It says 4 million got you in the. See, this is a crazy number. If this is true, 4 million, you don't see a score reported here. This seems like awfully low. I was saying 6 to 7 million, but 4 million and you land in the 1 to 10% reward rank rewards tier. That's an awesome number. 4 million's nothing in this arena. And look, you get 800 5-star shards, 1200 4-star shards. You get a couple shots at going for Deadpool in the gold pool. I mean, that's like 20 a piece kind of thing. So that's 120 unit save kind of deal. So I mean, that's a pretty low number to get in that 1 to 10% rank reward. Let's see what else we've got here. 15. So yeah, we pretty much already know what the 4-star Domino is. So 1.7 again for Loki. Did somebody go that high for? Oh no, they just missed Domino there. 577. We've seen a good number there already. 6 million. Deadpool 5 million. Yeah, the top 1 to 10%. So 4 million to get in that rank reward is pretty nice. 3 million again for Loki. 9 million. See, so there's the variation. Somebody got in for 4 million, whereas Rich put in 9 million and only landed in that as well. 2.2 for Loki. We kind of knew that would. 63. We've seen that. Let's see what else we have here. What was this number? It doesn't share here. So so there's that 178 number I was talking about before. 109 for 56 million for Domino. Hey, here we got a 3-star Domino score. But she didn't actually, or this person, Joel, didn't actually share the number, just shared the screen capture. 1.8 for Loki, we knew that already. What's this number? Up. If you don't share your score, we can't see what you got there. 2.5. What's the score? 1.7 again. So a lot of people went to 1.7 for Loki. Haven't seen anything lower yet. All right, that is it for now. So let's jump back into the gameplay. Give me a second now. Hey, Drew 112. Let me take a real quick question. Take a quick look at your question here. Hey, Crafty, which to take to rank five? My four-star Scarlet Witch or Morning Star? Depends on if Scarlet Witch is duped, I would definitely take her to rank five just because I love Scarlet Witch. She's still a cheat code to me. I use her a lot across the game still, even though I've got a ton of decent five stars. She'll be one, like, especially if the fight's a longer fight, I'll bench Corvus Glaive, a rank four, five star for her, just because she's going to be better in longer fights than him since he's really just a bursty champ. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Morningstar's great, especially if she's duped. But I would go with Scarlet Witch first. Alrighty, so let's go back to the quest. Speaking of Domino, let's head over to um yeah, let's just go ahead and run heroic and pull Domino in for Corvus. Or actually X23. Where you at, Domino? So get a little domino play. Now I'll be honest with you, I am not 100% used to her animations yet, and her gameplay. When you're doing your combos, like there's a little junky between a couple of the lights before you get over to the mediums. Like if you're doing light, 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 medium, medium combo, um, it's kind of goofy because she hits real quick, like a second hit kind of thing. Second and third hits, they're really fast. So I'm just still getting used to that. Oops. Yeah, see that right there? It's like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I'm still getting used to using combos against her. Hmm. Love that animation. That's pretty cool. Just getting used to that gameplay still. And if you're wondering, if you haven't heard, you don't follow my channel regularly. If you're wondering how I got a five-star Domino, check out my feature GMC opening. It was the first. It was a part two story to say the least. The first part not so good. Second part really good. The luck continues to CEO luck continues with these featured GMCs so far. Knock on wood, to say the least. I'm still getting used to that coming out of that combo. Get me some hits. Thank you, Make You Gaming. 1.7 million, huh? Ranked 1792 for a three-star. Will be inflicting massive damage. So the key is when they're bleeding, that's where you get the extra damage. Thanks there, Drew. Thanks for joining. So, Sandu, when it comes to Corvus, basically his awakening ability is more of kind of like a survival thing versus more damage. When you get it, you basically, as long as you have charges in your glaive, you can't die. You basically go to 1% health. Like if you're going to get knocked out and you have like 10 charges left on your glaive, then your glaive charges go to 6 and you got 1% health kind of stuff. It basically saves you. You can't die while you have charges left in your glaive. But if you're getting comboed hit and all of a sudden it takes you down to 1% and you've got all of a sudden you got zero on your glaive, zero glaive charges, and you're knocked out the next hit kind of deal. See, that's a good question on the five-star Corvus or the four-star Medusa, huh? So for me personally, if it's a five-star and I've got a choice between really two good champs, I'd say Medusa's probably a tier higher. Like she's probably god tier and he's like the next tier down, but he's still a really great champ just because he doesn't have a lot of. He's not as effective in longer fights. That's why he's not like a god. If he was, if he carried his ability throughout, I mean, he would probably be one of the best champs there is in the game. But since he's not good for like a Labyrinth of Legends kind of thing or any of those long fights. That's why Medusa's looked at as kind of being a better champ. But as a 4-star, though, I'd probably still go to the 5-star. I'm only investing a lot of the top end rank up materials in 5-stars at this point. But just given the status of my roster, I mean, if you don't have a ton of ranked up 4-stars and you're trying to get those up, then you might want to go ahead and try to rank up Medusa. But at this point, I'm trying to put more of my higher end ranked up materials in my 5-stars. Again, if you just joined the stream not too long ago, I'm not saying that I have buyer's remorse with taking Corvus to rank 4, but if I knew I was going to get Domino out of these featured GMCs, I might have held back and saved at least those tier 2 alpha catalysts for her versus spending them on Corvus. But again, he's a really good champ. All right, let's see if I can fight. Speaking of Domino, fight better with her because I'm just still getting used to her gameplay. See that right there? I mean, on my combos. It's not by the way I'm hitting, that's for sure. So yeah, this is kind of like instructional video. See how somebody just learning to play with a champ. Because this is not how to. This is not a how to for sure. You're learning along with me here. Whereas with Corvus, I feel like his gameplay was just a little smoother. I'm just still getting used again to Domino's gameplay. So that looks like, yeah, that's the standard 5-hit combo ending on 2 mediums. I'm getting it. I'm getting it here. Oh, not so much though. Led to a block special. Ah, thought I evaded out of that. Yeah, still very clunky fighting with her for sure. Exactly, James. She's not the easiest. So anyway, if you just recently joined the stream today, I'm just checking the different community spots. Pretty much just focusing on the at this point. Looked to Reddit earlier, but now also checking on the Truckos Facebook, what is it? MCOC Truckos Facebook fan page. Every 15 minutes or so, going into the comment section, they put a post up there after every arena where people come in and share the results. And so what you see at the bottom of my screen right now are the lowest numbers that I've either seen or others that have been on the stream have reported. So right now with Domino 4-star, it's like 13.6, and this is probably going to be almost right dead on to the cutoff just because that's at 795 and only 800 are given up. For the 5-star Domino, we're looking at 45 million. That's real close to the 150 they're giving out. That's ranked 136. Loki, the lowest number we've seen so far is 1.7 million. And with Deadpool, unfortunately, for that 4-star Deadpool, it's almost 20 million. So somewhere between 19 to 20 million for his cutoff. So anyway, thanks for joining the stream if you recently joined. Oh, let's head back to Domino. Plus, you're seeing me learn how to fight with Domino. You know what? We'll go back to Corvus just because she's got the class disadvantage there, and she's almost dead. And this is actually going to complete one of his missions, the tech mission. Who we got this time? Massacre? Okay. We'll see if Domino can take out Massacre with a little health left. Probably not right now, as you can see. Apparently I missed. When I do that low kick, that's like a medium. I got to get used to that. Yeah, see, I'm still not getting those specials out on her. Whoa. Yep. Trouble. Back to the drawing board with Domino. make quick work with old Corvus. Much smoother, or maybe I'm just a little bit more used to playing with him. We should have Domino down in a couple days. Yep, he is not too bad. I like the I've seen a number of folks across the community, James, talk about it. Feels like with these new champs, Kabams keep on bringing up ranking, making them better and better. There hasn't been too many bad champs entered into the game. I mean, there's still not every champ is a great damage champ. I mean, like if you look at Iron Man, he's awesome for defense, but not the greatest damage creating champ. But anyway, it's making like it's giving the general feel that Kabam's trying to, get people to spend more money on crystals, etc. Just because of the way they've set up the feature crystals now. The only way to get an early shot at getting these new champs is through feature GMCs or the standard feature. You want to get a 4-star crystal, that kind of thing. But what I cannot wait for is the new 6-star feature crystal that's coming out because I've saved up. Well, once I finish up the uncollected this go around, I'll have enough to go after that new 6-star. And Domino should be part of it. Both Infinity War, Captain America, and Iron Man should be in that crystal. So that's going to be pretty nice 6-star crystal and cannot wait to go after it. It'll be interesting to see what the non-feature, non-new champs are, like if it's still going to be Kamala Khan or some of those trash champs. But I mean, I can imagine just what the newer champs are going to be available in that new 6-star feature. It's going to be a nice, and that's only like I think we're like 15 days away. Let's see real quick, actually. If we head over to crystals. So yeah, 8 days away till we get a new featured 6-star hero crystal. So yeah, it should have Domino, but that's probably it. I doubt they'll have Massacre. Yeah, NASCAR will probably not be of it, and I'm pretty sure Domino will be since there's 8 days left. But I'd be surprised if they don't include her. But we'll see in a couple days. We'll probably start hearing maybe even by the end of this week what might be in that new featured 6-star crystal. But and from what I've heard, at least through the forum, what they basically do now in terms of increasing the base for the increasing the base crystal, the base 6-star, when they create a new 6-star featured crystal, they move the newer champs like Void, Morningstar, Hella, they all become part of the base now. At least that's what I've seen some of the discussion. And Kabam Mike or somebody from Kabam was part of those discussions too, and basically saying the same thing. So that'll be cool, at least from the base crystal getting better as well. So the same, but we'll see if that truly pans out with this next update coming here, like I said, in about a week or so. You got the beast for the old 6-star there, James, huh? He's actually a decent champ. It's just I know not everybody's trying to get Beast anymore with some of the other champs out there. So it could be worse. I'll put it to you that way. You know what? Let's go ahead and keep Domino. I want to keep, even though I'm in the expert level here, and these champs are going to definitely be better. Using Corvus would have been a better idea, but you know what? We'll use it when she's not in the advantage and see how it goes this time. And I think after I run this round of Mercs missions, we'll head back over just to see if we're getting any more updates in the Truckos's fan page with the comments for the arena results. Like I said, for 2 of these, I think we're in pretty good shape already. There we go. Actually landed. Hey, I landed a special. How nice. Gosh, I'm losing the ability to block quickly though. Just still getting used to her fighting. It's not good. Let's get out his special. Or maybe not. There it is. Almost. And down he goes, but almost killed me. So yeah, still a lot of work to do. A lot of practicing with Domino. Um, you know what? Let's just use Blade, kick in danger senses, get through this quickly so we can head on over to Trekos's Facebook page and see if we got any updates. So much smoother of a fight, whether it's Blade or Corvus. I mean, that took 5 seconds. Now, albeit he is rank 4 and Domino is rank 1, but the gameplay is definitely different. Just different kind of mechanics and got to get used to them. You know what? Let's use Corvus here just to finish one of his missions. So keep in mind he has no missions completed at this time, so his damage is while good while the glaive is charged, it's not souped up by any means. But by finishing Psylocke here, I'll complete the mutant mission. Oh, didn't take her out. Howdy, howdy there, Ricochet. Welcome to tonight's stream. Just doing a hour or so of checking all the community spots to see what the arena results look like. And you can see down at the bottom of the screen here, for the most part, it looks like we know what we're looking at, especially with the 4-star Domino. We have the ranked 795 score, so it's going to be right around 13 million. For the 5-star Domino, we almost got the rank there because it's only 150 given out, 45, so somewhere between 40-45 million. Loki 1.7 seems to be the lowest. And unfortunately with Deadpool, I think actually for the most part all of these scores, the only one that might come in that we're not 100% sure we've landed on is a Loki. Someone could come in and report a very low score for that, just as we don't have like the top to know exactly what the ranks look like there. But it looks like, unfortunately with Deadpool, that 20 million score is ridiculous. Anywhere between 19 to 20 million will be the cutoff. So I think not pretty high, too high for a 4-star in the state of the game today. It's more of a trophy champ for sure. All right, so we got Colossus again. Let's go with Corvus again. So now he's got his mutant mission complete. He'll definitely hit a little bit harder now. And he also breaks armor on blocks there, as you can see. So with a champ like Colossus, whose big thing is armor, he doesn't have a good time fighting Corvus. Yeah, and if you join if you just joined the stream or within the last 15, 20 minutes or so, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I'm planning to do since I just recently took my Corvus up to rank 4, I'm going to do a ranked 4 review and gameplay, just kind of talk about what I like, don't like, pretty much just like about Corvus and what he can be used for, especially at a higher end level like rank 4. What do you got? Deadpool again. Let's go. Almost did Starkey just to get a little different gameplay going on here. Yeah, so after I finish this round of Merc missions, we'll do the last check over at Truckos. But after that last review of the scores, when Ricochet joined, I think we see the actual cutoffs, or really close to the cutoffs, to the point where it's probably not a ton of value going over to check over in any of the community spots anymore. Who knows? Maybe if once I get 100% here on Master, I'll open up one of the other Merc missions or whatever they're called, assassin missions at that point. See, in that situation, like again, I don't remember exactly what they're called. I don't think they're called assassination missions, but maybe they are. But anyway, with those missions, Corvus isn't the greatest champ because you got to complete a couple of his missions before he starts really ranking up. Because each mission up to 4, that's when his power really boosts up. So it's usually like somebody who's out of the gate a hard hitter. Like somebody was asking about Medusa before, or even like Hyperion. They come out of the box on fire with damage. So it's almost like if you've got one of those as a 5-star and you're considering between Corvus and one of those, I would probably go as a 5-star. Somebody asked earlier was asking about a 4-star. If it was a 5-star, I'd probably go with Medusa or Hyperion versus Corvus. But since I don't have either of those as an option, and I may never get them, it was like I could wait forever. I said, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go with who I've got, and hopefully get a rank down ticket someday if I do pull a Medusa, a 5-star Medusa Hyperion. No, they need to have both types, both cosmics. Save that for a different type of champ. So even blocking his special two, the key with Massacre is baiting out these special ones because you still take a ton of damage against the special two. So hopefully I can bait him out. Come on, where's your special one? Not your heavy. Uh-oh. This is not getting good. I'm not baiting too well here. My special two's loaded up. He's dead. What's nice, as you saw with Corvus here, that first time you land a special two in a fight, it becomes unblockable, which is always nice. Hey, you too, James T. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Hey, Murphy, welcome. Ricochet, you're probably looking for Loki second round. You're probably looking at a number very similar to what we saw this first time around. I mean, trends show there might be a slight bump up from round one to round two for low interest 4-star basic champs like a Loki. I think Abomination went up a little bit. Agent Venom went up. I mean, there's a tad. Like we're talking hundreds of thousands. We're not talking an extra, well, we're not even talking 2 million anyway. So it's probably like if it's 1.7, and I shouldn't even say hundred thousands, tens of thousands. So we're probably somewhere between 1.7, 1.8. If you go to 1.9, that should be safety zone for you for sure. All right, so let's head over, probably for the last time, to the Truckos' Facebook page. I agree with that, Ricochet, and we'll see what the latest and greatest is over there in terms of any more. What I'm really interested in is Loki. Speaking of Loki, there, Ricochet, I'm really interested to see if anybody reports any scores lower than 1.7. So give me a second here as I refresh this. So I haven't shared it yet, so you don't see it. So let me pull it up now that I've got refreshed. And all right, so we'll scroll through these quickly. Loki again. Deadpool, we pretty much know. Well, I'm just going to look for, since we know the other ones, I'm just going to look for Loki. Just go a little quicker here. Loki, what is this? Nobody shared the numbers. You can't see if they don't share the actual number here. 1.8, we know that. Uh, 2.5, they got a Loki out of that. What is this? 1.7 again. So that 1.7 remains the lowest. 2.1. 2.1. 3.5. All right, so no new scores on that one, guys. It looks like this will be the best that we have for the day. Let's go back to the game capture. Turn this one off. Oh. So anyway, where are we at? I'll probably go ahead and Hal Beast, welcome to the stream. He is at rank 4. I decided to go ahead. I was going back and forth. Always saying, well, what if I get a Hyperion? What if I get a 5-star Medusa? Those would be the only two cosmic champs, at least right now in the state of the game, that I would want as a rank 4 cosmic champ compared to Corvus. I said, you know what? I may never get them. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the tier 2 alpha catalyst. That was the real. I've got actually a ton of T4 cosmic class catalyst. So that wasn't a big kind of question mark on the materials. It was really the tier 2 alpha catalyst. Who did I want to use them on? And Corvus seemed to be the one to go for. So, and he hits really hard just for longer fights. He's not doesn't really have any value. If you saw the Realm of Legends run that I did, the reason why I did that now, and I mean, could have always done it. I actually went and played when I first took him up to rank 4 earlier in the week. I went and played with him just to see how useful or useless he was in longer fights. And even in a Realm of Legends, that's a kind of a easier side of Labyrinth of Legends. It was it was really hard to finish fights. You'd have to do so many more hits because you would have that whole minute or so, whatever it takes for his to recharge his glaive. That it was just he doesn't have a ton of value in long fights. That's just the way it is. If he did, he'd be better, probably one of the best champs in the game. So that's why he's kind of like a tier two. All right, why am I did that? Let's get out of here. So anyway, if you did just join the stream, did like I've done a couple Sundays, not this last Sunday, but the last couple Sundays before that, I've been just doing a couple arena cutoff reviews live kind of thing versus waiting till tomorrow when the numbers are kind of officially coming out, where I just kind of through this live stream give a chance for everybody to share the numbers that they're seeing across the community hotspots, whether it's Reddit, Truckos' Facebook page, wherever, where people are sharing arena results and a chance to kind of put these numbers together. And you can see at the bottom of the screen at this point, I think we got a really good sense of where most of these arenas are going to cut to land. Right now, we're looking at Domino with a 4-star 3.6, so she might go a little bit lower because that was ranked 795, but somewhere between 13 million to 13.6 will be her cutoff for the 5-star Domino. Anywhere between 40 to 45 million because you can see with 45 million with the rank of 136, so close there. Loki, not exactly sure if it's going to land out here, but 1.7 right now seems to be the lowest. A lot of people went above 2 million for him. But the lowest that I've seen reported so far is 1.7. And then heading over to Deadpool, unfortunately, it's going to be a really super high number between 19 to 20 million. It's going to be probably closer to 19 million, as you can see the 178 score at 19.9. Actually, probably not closer to 19 million, probably somewhere in between 19.5, 19.6 will be that number for a 4-star character in today's game, which is kind of crazy given where the game has moved on past 4 stars. I mean, they still have a ton of value, but I think the OG Deadpool is more of a trophy champ. And in my opinion, I would much rather have him versus Goldpool. I mean, Goldpool, I guess, is neat and all, another trophy champ, but at least OG Deadpool, utility wise, I mean, they're none of them are super champs anyway. So if I had to choose one, I'd probably rather have OG versus Gold. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Good luck there, Devin. Hopefully you get one of those. Maybe you'll get a Hyperion or Medusa. Any of those that you listed are great. Nigel, for me, I like to dupe champs 4 stars that I get, and especially if it's a low number, like what we're talking, that's 1.7 number. If you go to 1.8, 1.9, you'll have them duped. You still get 300 5-star shards, which is nice. You're just going to miss out on those 4-star shards in the rank rewards. But I personally would go for to dupe Loki. Now, for me, since I already have them duped, and you don't get like the 20 sig ability bump up, you only just get the one. I won't spend the time to go the extra mile, the extra couple 100,000 in the second round. I'll just go to 1.5, and I'll probably use my healing ticket factor to jump into the OG Deadpool. I'm not no way going to go up to the crazy numbers, but I'll probably go to 4 million, which ended up, there's a couple people that reported landing in the rank 1 to rank 10% rank reward for Deadpool, which had really nice stuff. It was like 800 5-star shards, 1500 I think it was 4-star shards, etc. So that's probably what I'll try to do next time around. Yeah, a bead. So I just answered your question indirectly there. I didn't see it yet, but yeah. So there was one person who reported. There were people reporting like 9 million. I saw a couple 8 million landed in the 10% 1 to 10% tier shard or shard tier for Deadpool, but then one person, and he showed the numbers in, I think his name was Joel, showed the number in Facebook, and it was like 4 million to land in the 1 to 10%. That's an awesome grind, actually. I mean, probably one of the better rank rewards you can get with that number. So that's like as you just heard, that's what I'm going for next time around. Alrighty, so let me get out of here. Let's wrap up expert. We'll bring back. Oh, we already have Domino in here. Good. So I'll try to do a little bit more Domino gameplay here. It's a special 2 and special 3 that do some crazy damage. But since I'm only doing these type of opponents, I probably won't, probably can't even get that high into a fight to where I could get her special three, but we'll see if we can get around to it. But I mean, we won't really see the value because if I get them down damage wise, they'll probably almost be dead by the time I get to my special three. All right. I just have to pay more attention. Yeah, see, I barely filled one bar, let alone get to two. But if you've been watching the stream for a little bit, that's probably the smoothest fight I've had with her so far. She definitely has some tricky mechanics right around light hit two and three, where it likes a quick double hit. So just got to get used to that with her. Try it here with crossbones. And I just got to be a little bit more deliberate. It's kind of like on autopilot with most of my combos. So I just got to pay a little better attention and I can get it. But again, hopefully I get to that autopilot mode again with her, like I had with fighting with a Blade or Corvus or you name it. I guess there's always a couple champs out there whose mechanics are a little bit different than everybody else's that take a little bit to get used to. But like any video game, after a while you get used to it. Ah, and that's really the key. It's not worried about the combo hits. It's coming out of the combo and getting the timely block or being able to use a special as part of the combo at the end. Fastest man alive, welcome. Back you are. Kicking us with some of that Yoda language. I like it. When I can get those four combos in, when kind of coming in with a dash, I got to get used to that one. I'm still getting used to, but the standard five combo, light, 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 medium, got that pretty much under control now. Again, I just had to deliberately think about each hit versus kind of running on autopilot. But a week from now, I'm sure I'll be on autopilot with her as well, despite the goofy mechanic or different mechanic anyway. Get the special off one. Oh, ran right into it. Down you go, Massacre. Did not get any of the special missions, despite getting 100% here. And that's usually all that I do with the Merc missions. I'll do Master and X or Heroic and Master and leave it at that. Yeah, Nigel. But actually, I will say when it comes to Vulture, I've been getting used to his game style, especially the evade back, swipe forward kind of deal, getting that incinerate in on the hits. But just kind of like I was talking about Domino, it just took time to get used to playing with him, and it's the same thing with Domino. I mean, as you've seen here within the last 15, 20 minutes, just playing around more with her, getting used to her mechanics. Gets smoother, that's for sure, but that's with any champ, like I've been saying. 34, I should have enough to go in. Let's do some uncollected. And if you just joined the stream, been using this last, it's almost on an hour now, but for the last hour or so, I've been talking and looking across the different community hotspots to see what the arena cutoffs look like so far. And at this point, I think we've got them pretty much well defined. Not exactly on the cutoffs, but real close. You can see at the bottom of the screen what it seems the lowest scores that we've been able to find so far, and the related rank next to them. So we got the 795 rank with the 4-star Domino, the 136 for the 5-star, and the 178 for Deadpool. And unfortunately, you can see that ridiculous score of almost 20 million to get a 4-star Gold Pool or Deadpool in the game today, which is just nuts. So if it's 19 million, which is crazy, 19 million for a 4-star Deadpool, I wonder what that gold arena is going to be for Gold Pool. I really do hope, and it's not like I'm going to spend a ton more units, but I really do hope I'll probably spend another. I doubt even another 2,000, but I might grab another 50 or so of the Deadpool gold just to see if I can get lucky and square away a gold pool there. But if you heard a couple minutes ago, I'd much rather have the OG Deadpool that way. And a 5-star OG Deadpool, that would be sweet. But unfortunately, that's not an option. So let me swap out Domino now that I'm doing uncollected. I'll be doing a lot of Corvus fighting when it makes sense, and then Blade when it's a villain that's not one of the missions for Corvus. So it's pretty much a Blade and Corvus show for the most part when it gets into uncollected for me. X23 and cleaning up the uh, the sloppy mess if I do any bad play. Which, if you've watched my channel or any of my videos, you know that I get a little stroke of bad play from time to time. So it's always good to have a couple rank 4 players on my team at one time to clean up the mess. 800,000 for a for Loki. That's good to know on intermediate. Thanks for sharing that, Boom. I got 4 gold crystals for my 1 million points in the 4-star arena. Got a ticket to the Deadpool. Yes, John, I opened up. Congratulations on getting that, by the way. But what was it? It was probably 600. So what was that? 200 gets you like 25. So what was that? 510. I can't remember the exact number. It was around 30 or 40 of the gold that I opened up, just burning through some units, and I too got a gold ticket, so I was pretty pumped up about that. I have no intention, especially if it's 20 million for the 4-star Deadpool, it's going to be a crazy number for the 5-star gold pool in that one arena at the end of the month. But I do imagine the rank rewards and the milestones will be pretty nice, so I'll be jumping in just for those, and we'll see what those crazy numbers look like for sure. Hey, Nigel, does that mean the 5-star base is updating as well? Now, the 5-star base actually updates on the regular calendar with the 4-star, 3-star, the other calendars. It's kind of like an everyday. The only calendar that doesn't, the only crystal that doesn't update regularly with the other crystals is the 6-star. And according to some chatter, where even like Kabam Mike or somebody from Kabam was in the community forums as well, having the discussion around the 6-stars, it sounds like when they update the 6-star feature crystals is when they'll also update the base crystals by basically making those new champs in the previous 6-star feature crystal part of the base. So like right now, I think the newer champions in the 6-star feature are like Void, Sentry. I think Hawk Rags is in there. I think all of those champs move to the 6-star base when they create the new 6-star feature crystal here, which is like in 8 days, like in a week. So we'll know for sure if that's truly the case. But apparently, that's what a lot of people were discussing about in the community forums, and Kabam was involved. And I actually saw some of that too. I can't remember the exact date or time and who was it from Kabam, but there was definitely some Kabam confirmation of that's kind of the process. But again, like I said, we'll see for sure here in about a week or so. Yep, Ricardo, I love it when we can get a 4-star champ. Even Loki, he's not the best champ, but he does has some decent synergies with Hela and Thor Rag. So when we can get a champion like that for 1.7 million, it's a good day for everybody. But then it's also a bad day for everybody when you got to spend 19 million to get a 4-star character like Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool's great and all. I mean, it's almost like a trophy, but that's ridiculous. 19 million. Jeez. All right, let's jump in here. Cannot agree more there, Mingo. All right, so I think I have 2 paths left here. This path, are there any revives on any of them? Nope, no revives. Uh, looks like they all go that way, right? Actually, it looks like we're going to use X23 here. No reason to use Corvus because he won't get a mission completed. And Blade doesn't have any not a Danger Sense villain character, so we'll just go with X-23. A little intercept action. Bye-bye Karnak. So the big question for me, if rank down tickets are ever presented, now that I have Domino, will I rank down X-23? She is a pretty decent 5-star rank 4, though, I'll tell you, with her bleed and decent regen. It's going to be tough, as you just saw with that fight there. And down goes Falcon. IFOs, that's a great question on Deadpool. And like I said in my initial video, and I'm going to probably say it for the next video or two when it comes to the arena prediction video stuff, it's going to be tough to say because this is only going to be the second time. Trends normally, minimally with trend analysis, you need like 4 to 5 is the preferred before you even start saying, yeah, I can see trends forming kind of stuff out of this stuff, out of all of these numbers, out of all these occurrences. We're not. I'm not going to wait that long before I feel better, but hopefully with the third. So we'll see this next one because my guess there's going to be some kind of fluctuation one way or the other, where there's going to be a big drop because people are like, I'm not going to do 19 million. People who really wanted to get a 4-star Deadpool went into that first one and drove it all the way up to 19 million, and it's just going to drop really hard that second time around. Or it's just that's the state of the game. Even and there's only 150 of them, or no, should I say 200 given away of them. So and there's enough people who play the game who want them to keep those numbers that high. So I kind of want to see how that next arena plays out. But after the third arena, for sure, I should have a really good feeling. So I don't want to say one way or the other. My gut though tells me this next one's going to drop some. I don't know how much. So maybe around 15 million, but who knows? We'll see for sure. And after the third, like I said, that should 3 different occurrences. We'll have a good feeling one way or another how they all play out. Then I'll have a better feeling for future predictions from there kind of thing. Mingo, I saw that somebody scored 4 million and got into the 1 to 10%, and that's when the crazy numbers went up all the way to 19.9 to actually get the champ. So that's awesome to see. And so maybe if there's a little drop in the second round, you might be able to get it even to that 3 million to get into that 1 to 10% tier, which is cool given the rank rewards, as you know, as you were able to collect this time around. Yes, you were, Ricardo. 20 to 22 million was dead on. Thank you very much there, Clips. I guess my dinner's ready according to Clips. So one more fight, y'all, and then I am going to be closing up shop. So thank you very much for joining today's stream. Like I said, last fight here. Been on for about an hour or so, and so these numbers that you see at the bottom of the screen, I think, are pretty close. If you know, they're not spot on because none of them are the actual final ranks, but you can see that we're really close to where these cutoffs are going to be. I'll have the final numbers in my round two predictions video next tomorrow, actually tomorrow afternoon Pacific time. So please check that out. And as always, thank you very much for joining today's stream and actually all the support you guys give for my channel. I appreciate it a ton. And as I always say, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making them. So keep checking my videos out. Keep checking me out when I get around to do some streams. And we'll talk some MCOC stuff. And look at this. Blade's getting schooled by She-Hulk. What's happening here? I'm not going to let her get her special 3. No way. I could probably take her out with a special 1, though. Let me do that. Nope, didn't even need to do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me today on the live stream. Hopefully, you were able to get who you wanted this time around with all the arenas. And if you were one of the folks who did put in 19 million in for Deadpool OG, I hope you enjoy him so. But other than that, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day, and check you out next time.